gameplay. I'm really beginning to see why. But we'll be facing off against MKJavier from Spain, making his offline major debut with Scorpion, who many have been saying recently, quite a bottom-tier character, but in the hands of someone like Javier, long-time Scorpion loyalist, making him look positively fantastic.
And if he has the ability to get Scorpion all the way to that #1 spot, the touch is everywhere. But at the same time, many people will be restreaming this tournament, watching it with their own communities. Shout outs to every single one of you, whether you had to get up early in the day for it, whether you had to stay up late at night, or maybe it just fell right in the middle. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones. But shout outs to everybody. We're about to kick off this first match. MKJavier on your right, the Scorpion God, and then Akstar on the left, the #1 representative for this French community.
I honestly don't know how to call this one, because Akstar, we first saw gameplay on stream in the exhibition, but I think anyone on Team World was kind of on the receiving end of Gur with team battle momentum, so obviously that's not the greatest demonstration. But yesterday, absolutely was. We saw Akstar just plowing through players, a decisive victory for players like Video Games Yo, for instance. Primarily with that Reiko striker. Now, I have heard he does play a few other characters, but I believe he is kind of really going into pretty much just Reiko in this tournament. But just looks so comfortable. And if we're talking kind of character comfort, I mean, we have to talk about MKJavier again, right? This guy is a Scorpion loyalist through and through. Scorpion, a character that has the community quite divided currently. Some say he's awful, some say he's underrated. But MKJavier, all he knows is, hey, that's my favorite character, and I'm going to do whatever I've got to do to make this character work. And you can see right there, striker cameo for both players right now. Now, the striker cameo does allow for some pretty chaotic play. You know, it's one of those cameos that really exists around the ability to use those ambush assists, make yourself unsafe, or do some kind of risky way in and cover yourself with those grenades which hit as mids, and you can get combos from them, or at the very least they just keep you safe. And we'll be seeing a lot of that as we get started with our first game here in top 8 at UFA Pro Competition. Let's go.
So Reiko versus Scorpion, you got two unusual to fight characters. You know, the striker cameo is going to allow Reiko to be a little bit more neutral focused, covering the unsafe slide with a grenade to make it punishable on hit if you press the wrong button. Javier, this striker, almost exclusively built around both the death spin and the back three, both of which death on block, unless there's a striker ready to go to save your skin. However, Akstar with a phenomenal start, and importantly, Javier with no meter. You haven't got to worry about the teleport right now. It's not going to result in anything, but these stars combined with grenades, that isn't a great way to start off on the opposing end.
Unless you're Akstar, of course, taking a clean round 1. Now, normally Scorpion is a very reactionary character, so you are looking to kind of react to those fireballs. Kind of easier said than done when it comes to the stars. They're such a strong projectile option. But Javier, so good at that hit-and-run style. Okay, there's a grab. Scorpion will be getting a lot. That strike-throw offense, very important.
Now, when you look at someone like Scorpion, though, you think, why is this character considered relatively low tier? You know, various reasons I won't get into now, but he's unusual to fight. He's got an amazing jump kick. His down 3 low profiles and pairs perfectly with death spin. But that's a punish, a drop, though, from Akstar, who would have had a lot more damage. However, keeping corner positioning, the range of that 2-1 makes the jump kick a dangerous tool, and Javier is going to thrive with that. Big damage, and we're starting off strong. Down 3 death spin. The flawless block is going to be paramount for not getting just annihilated by Chip.
Oh, the grenade! Oh my goodness, I had to confirm, we're going to see that work. Oh, it goes for the air version. Perfect play from Akstar. Finds the hit. That actually has a potential to maybe do enough.
It's 950 and it's Reiko fatal blow.
Wait, hang on.
You are dead! And that is game 1. What a way to start things off. And wait, fatality game 1? Oh, come on, look away!
It's top 8, baby. We're seeing fatalities up here. And this one's particularly vicious. Oh, God, do it. Oh, there it is. Oh, and what's left? On the face drooping down, that's minging.
That is absolutely disgusting. And I want to say, the crowd calling for that fatality made that so much better.
Hey, there's a lot of French supporters here. Akstar, you know, plays with the French crew all the time. I'm not surprised.
And that is an element of Akstar that is not as easy as it looks. The back 3 run, single hit confirm, that's a tight confirm.
Hey, if you're Akstar, it's another day in the office. He's done it a million times, and he'll do it a million times more.
There you go. That is why when Scorpion gets meter, his neutral does become better. Instant air, EX. Oh, wow.
Okay.
EX spear. It wouldn't be a Scorpion match with at least one of them.
That's one thing we'll see about Javier, though. That execution is so good. I don't think I've seen Javier drop a combo the entire tournament. At least like, an important one, at the very least. The problem is, how do you keep a life lead against Reiko, though? I imagine that's going to be difficult.
It will be for Scorpion. You can't trade Spear because those throwing stars are going to do so much more to you. You need to have meter to be able to EX teleport to maybe shut down the threat of the Spear. But even then, the teleport got punished by Striker grenades into Fatal Blow game win in the first one.
Now again, you see Javier trying to play that longer range style, just looking for the hit, finds it, and to be honest, this is probably the round. I think that's enough. Yeah, that's one thing Scorpion isn't lacking, it's damage. Look at that, 365 for what, no resources?
Especially when your opponent's using the Striker cameo. Let's not forget, the cameo does change health values. Striker taking away 50 of them. And we're going to try and keep it even safer forward 3. The only mid that Scorpion has, and it's a single hit. The follow-up is crouchable, therefore pairing with the cameo to make it safe is very important if you're playing Scorpion.
Oh, good flawless block on the stars. Javier really playing the longer range game a lot better in this match, to be honest. Has a life lead and is actually able to sit on it. I think the way he's playing is kind of just, if you're going to get anything from a distance, it has to be EX stars, but not going to find time. As Akstar gets a crucial duck underneath that high, gets a full punish to how much damage, and now it's offense time. Reiko, he has got that good neutral, but let's not forget. Very scary up-close options as well, but Javier, once again, just finds the mid-launcher. So confident. Is that enough? No, not quite, but how do you avoid the chip? Flawless block, that's, oh, but he knows! He knows! Javier called it out perfectly. You're going to flawless block and expect the spin? Here's the unblockable Hellfire. That's Scorpion 101. Javier tying things up now, perfect.
That was such a smart choice. Committing, expecting you to wait for the death spin. And speaking of death spin, that's actually something that hindered Scorpion quite a lot in the latest balanced patch. If you flawless block something now and you're protected from chip for the duration of the block string, now the opponent's meter build is also prevented. What? That was like frame 1.
I think it was legitimately.
Well, the point I was trying to make there is that Scorpion's death spin, when you flawless block it, he doesn't build any meter from it.
Yeah.
Which means that Javier has to be very careful with how he spends it. However, the forward 3-2s almost become free. So many of them are death spin Striker. If you're going to crouch that, you risk a decent chunk of damage, plus frames on the overhead. It's not just grenades that Striker gives, it's that overhead baton. It's safe, it's plus, you can party hard, and it's a mixer.
Oh, the confirm, and that's probably the round if we don't see a drop. Oh, we do see a drop. Oh, but the wake-up uppercut from Javier. That could not have been what he wanted. Or maybe it was a read of something that Akstar just did not do. Regardless, that's going to be a good round for Akstar. Always good when you get that kind of crucial combo drop and then you just still win the round.
It's almost
way
like
better.
An accident that you just don't have to worry about. You can forget about it straight away, go straight into the next round.
Ooh, hello.
Not sure about that. Whatever that was meant to be, it got completely blown up.
I think it was the
there.
startup of a run. I think maybe Akstar was just going for an EX slide, perhaps.
All right, that pressure. 2-1, back off, wait for a poke. It's going to be a sweep, Reiko. Often called a grappler, but I must say, not really quite one. Maybe with Darius, but at the moment, he's more of like a strike character.
Oh, that's going to be huge damage. We're talking high 300s incoming. And that's just for no resources. Is that going to be it?
No, not at all, but it's going to lead to a situation. You got to flawless block that death spin.
Oh, the counter poke spin. Oh, my goodness. But that's what I mean, Javier taking what Scorpion can do and just really optimizing it. You know, we're seeing so much of that forward 3. One of Scorpion's main drawbacks, right, is not really having a long, confirmable mid. You know, that kind of forward 3, that knee attack. That's the only mid he's really got. So you kind of have to enforce forward 3 into spin, and then make the spin safe with a, right there, right? Then you make it safe with Striker. But you do have the launcher follow-up, but the launcher can be ducked. So you need to do something to deter them from doing that, and that's where the spin comes in. And Javier is just so good at just enforcing that at every given opportunity.
Lovely throw tech there, mid-screen. It's very hard to tell which direction we would have gone for, so Akstar just making a good call, catching the jump.
Catch the
big pickup, actually. And we're going to end with a side switch into corner positioning. The stars into the grenades, into whatever else comes next. Scorpion, all of these highs, they are going to be vulnerable to the sweep of Reiko, the down 4 of Reiko. Oh, the mid! Wait, want to keep it safe. Wanted to keep it safe.
Javier definitely doesn't want to overextend here. There's a lot of resources here, but you don't want to spend it if you don't need to. Oh, hang on.
Have to break.
Have to break. Javier, that's his lifeline gone now.
No flawless block on those EX stars. and you have to worry about them. More striker activity. Both of them are going to be down. Whip punish. Fatal blow. 950 health. This might actually be enough.
Wait,
Standing for
surely not.
fatal blow. It all comes down to the mash. Striker's coming in. He's blasting. But we have one half of the fatal blow left. 950 health characters. This might do it.
Surely not. Surely not.
Striker is regenerated
No,
on both
indeed.
sides. Both sides!
Oh!
The back three blows up the slide there from Reiko, and it's a 2-1 for MKJavier. One more, and Scorpion gets at least top 3 at one of the most important majors of this game.
That would be a fantastic result for just the overall. I mean, for the poster boy. Remember, it's just Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. But you know the tragic thing about that, though? When Akstar, so the final play that Javier found the fatal blow confirm from was Akstar went for a down 4 into the stars. That jails if you do EX stars. So if you do down 4 EX stars, they have to deal with it. It's mids, they're forced to deal with it. With the amount of health that Javier had, a lot more of an option. Akstar had the bar for EX stars, but didn't do it. So, because he threw the high version, Javier just ducked underneath it and got a full whiff punish. Akstar could have prevented that. I know hindsight, but Akstar being greedy with that final bar he had is actually what cost him that game. And now MKJavier 2-1 up again. Scorpion. This is a pro competition major tournament. The level of play at this event has been staggering for all things international Mortal Kombat. This is quite the result.
I mean, Javier has had a wild journey anyway. His very first match in this entire tournament, round 1 of pools, was against Fabs.
And who do you have to beat to win pools? Foxy Grandpa. He has had a gauntlet in his own right already. Massive opportunity here. Good damage. Take quite a healthy lead. Oh, look at that. 400 for the 2-bar.
No flawless block there, though, so that is going to lead to a meaty amount of chip. Over half-life already gone, thanks to Striker once again. You know, this cameo gives you great stuff, but he does take health away from you. So that chip damage, that hit-and-run style, it's going to be a lot more effective with that extra 50 that you would normally really want to have.
I guess at least they've both got 950, so it is, you know, even in that, right? But
what?
They're a lot more volatile. The Javier's been really letting it go with them EX armor moves. And they've been working out every time, and Javier now 1 round away from winners finals with Scorpion? Are we going to see that?
I got to tell you, Javier, he plays very slippery. He is hard to pin down. He's hard to lock into any kind of position. There we go, DDT. Is that going to give Reiko something? We commit. A punish! The grenades did not save you this time, Reiko! The breaker is forced now, and with the damage output of Scorpion, this is a 2-touch. Again, we'll commit to the launch. If you're going to crouch that, another mid finds its way, and we have meter to spend, but he's going to keep it. Keep it and use it later. The restand, that would have been plus even if he blocked it. The grab, it's just getting better and better for Javier. One more significant hit, and it will be Scorpion. Top 3, it will be winners finals for MKJavier. Bringing Scorpion to the highest level, and how far he can go from here, who knows, but what an